If I told you there was a player that had a good game against Yan, Jorias, and Rawas, I have a feeling you'd probably guess that you already know who they are. But that might not be the case here with this player who we're going to watch play today. We have first the Yan match, then the Jorias match, then we'll finish it off with his game against Rawas. This is Faisal, or spelled F-S-O-L, who has played in the RLCS over in the MENA region. And he had some good ones matches around the time that everybody was in the same place in Copenhagen. So when these ones players were queuing on EU servers, he was actually able to get a match here against Yan, because you might be wondering, wait, a MENA player, how is he playing against Yan? Well, this is from a few days ago when Yan was in EU. He actually has 16 ping to this EU server, and Faisal a more regular 90-ish ping that a lot of the MENA players get. And I tell you what, I think sometimes on this channel, people say, you know, I love to highlight the MENA players. I think you guys can agree that no matter who it was that I found that had a good match against the likes of Yan, Jorias, and Rawas, we were going to cover those matches no matter what. It just so happened to be another MENA player. It's a 19-year-old MENA player who plays on a team called In The House. Now, if you have watched any of the RLCS over in the MENA region, you probably have heard of In The House, but not really a team that's threatening the likes of the top tiers like the Falcons, the Rule Ones, the Twisted Minds, or even, you know, the Infinities and a couple other teams that are up there in the top echelon. In The House is not there, but they are consistently in the top 16. So it's a name you see often, and maybe we're going to see Faisal a little bit more in 1v1, because he's apparently got some nice results, and he's moved his way up to around top 30 or so on the leaderboard. I think the last time I checked, I did not check again today to see where he might be. But we aren't going to exclusively watch on his POV. We'll take a look at both POVs. He's able to score a kickoff goal here and go up 3-1 against Yan. He's here in the orange on the Octane. It's a rarity to see the Octanes nowadays, especially in the 1v1 arena, as Yan, who is also a high-rated ones player, but hasn't really been playing as many show matches when he's been in South America. He was playing a ton when he moved over to USE servers and was playing with Furia in NA. Nice first save, but couldn't land and recover to get the second, as Faisal will score the fourth goal. Since he's gone back to Sam, it doesn't seem like he's been as interested in ones matches. I don't think we even saw him in any crossover ones matches, even when he went to EU. So hopefully he'll be back. I think he still has the one skill, but it is a skill, and you do need to focus on it at least slightly if you want to be able to play it at the highest level. And when you're a guy like, yeah, that's a great wave dash catch into shot. You kind of have almost like a reputation to uphold in terms of your high-level ones ability, and I think that sometimes players don't want to go in cold. They don't want to, you know, play show matches when they haven't been working on that skill, and, you know, just catch some losses that they otherwise could have prevented. So don't blame him at all. I think we'll see him back eventually, although he missed his landing there, and he's going to allow for Faisal to get an easy goal. One thing that I did notice is that it doesn't surprise me that Yan is queuing when he's in EU servers. I think a lot of players, you know, especially the OCE players, but, you know, even APAC, Sam, everybody who doesn't get to play on the US East or EU servers regularly, they're very excited to get any sort of games, and that includes ones games as well, especially ones games, actually, I should say, because it's almost impossible to get queues from those other servers. There's not enough high-level players at that level, but EU, there's plenty. It's never easier than when you get to play against the MENA guys and all of the depth of EU on the ones leaderboard to get some games in. So it looks like Yan, around the time of the LAN, was doing just that. That's Faisal trying to bait Yan out into a challenge. Yan did move all the way out to midfield, but did not fully dive. He was looking for a flick top left and missed it, but he has Faisal in a good position where he has no boost, so the counterattack isn't speedy. Yan's able to recover. Now maybe overshot this one. He's just trying to be patient. Allowed Faisal to touch the ball over the top. Now looking for the full field dribble counterattack. The pogo, you love to see it. Love to see him working it into his game. I'm not sure I've seen Yan, you know, really play much one since the pogo has become a huge part. Or I shouldn't say huge. It's getting bigger, but, you know, there's lots of different players now who will take pogo shots when it makes sense. And never a better chance to really lab it than here in ranked, when all that's on the line is ranked points. But Yan was not able to score. He has a possession now into his back corner, and it seemed like he tried to get a late touch to push it over the top of Faisal, but it did not work out. I'm actually surprised that Faisal didn't go dive and steal Yan's corner boost there. It seemed like he was going for a 50/bump, and then as the ball pinched away, I thought for sure he'd go and take Yan's corner and starve him out, but he did allow him to grab the 100. Maybe trying to be a bit more passive here with 4-goal lead and a minute left to go. As he will take this possession into his back wall. Yan again with mostly the fake challenges. This time he will try and actually steal the ball away. He doesn't have a ton of time to just fake challenge the rest of his life away. With 50 seconds, he's going to have to make some moves, and making that move paid off. So within 3 with 45 seconds left to go. As this kickoff is into the orange half, but I would not say it's a win for Yan. It's a possession for Faisal, and that's all he really needs to end out this game. Tried to go for a long shot and did force Yan to make some sort of save, but right now this is not a good enough play for Yan. He needs to somehow get possession. Faisal just going to continue to boom the ball off the back wall a million times, and you can even see there Yan, recognizing that he can't go for yet another save. He has to hope that Faisal leaves the ball and he can get a possession, but he's had enough. 7-3 with 23 seconds left to go. Faisal able to get the win, and let's go watch him play against Joryas. Now Faisal and Joryas. He's into the NRG Octane, as Joryas the more standard Fennec. We'll see how he works against the King of Clutch, as Joryas will be the first one to score. A flick is off the post, but eventually bounces in. As we head to a diagonal kickoff, Faisal seems to have come, seemingly out of nowhere to play as good of matches that he has here. He tried to go for the pinch into the bottom right, the 50, but got post and instead accelerated the counterattack for Joryas. So an early deficit here. Diagonal kickoff. Does Faisal have a wide variety of kickoffs? Well, he is able to read Joryas' fake. If there's anybody who does fake often, it's Joryas. And then the slow roll, making sure to actually get the outplay movement only after Joryas is slammed on the brakes. And now Joryas again. I think he's one of the only people doing this one right now. I don't know if people are going to pick up on it. It's actually going to pay off immediately for a Joryas goal. But on the straight kickoffs and the slight offset kickoffs, just backflipping directly into the net. And if they do look for a chip shot high, it's a really easy save. You just drive right into it. And if they end up going low or slow playing, then you just fall back down to the ground and work from there. A nice reset shot from Faisal. Second goal for him, as we have 5 goals within the first minute here. And that's just kind of the way Joryas rolls. I think he's the one dictating that speedy pace. Nice bump to prevent the counterattack. The kickoff goal, I should say, not counterattack. As now the long shot is a counterattack. And we head right back to... I said 5 goals in a minute. I should have held on, because apparently it was going to be 6 goals in a minute. Faisal looks to get a continuation 50. Joryas thought maybe he could get enough heat, but he actually did. He did get enough heat, even though he didn't score. He forced a retreating Faisal to fall into the nets, which usually means you're in a good position, but sometimes it means the ball gets sent into your back corner and you get demoed, I guess. As Faisal within 1. Joryas not going to fake this diagonal. And it's going to be won heavily by Faisal, but Joryas is around. And a really soft touch to make sure the ball did not move out to the midfield. Stayed in that back corner with Joryas so that he could use that opportunity to go grab boost and keep possession. Now Demo, he missed a wall dash. There's no way he wanted to leave the ball here, but that missed wall dash means he's forced now into defense. He was just trying to wall dash out to the midfield, grab boost, turn around probably. Faisal felt the early challenge coming and tapped the ball high. Couldn't quite get the counter. And Joryas wanted the full field redirect. And because he didn't get it, he's in a tough spot. And 180ing into the reverse challenge wasn't it. So now Faisal able to tie it up at the perfect 3-minute mark. Faisal gets a kick-off possession. Joryas into the back corner, and the flick top shelf will be dealt with. Faisal just going to go again. And this time it's crossbar down and in. Doesn't need to mix it up too much. He's just trying to break Joryas down attempt after attempt. And that can work. I don't know if that works at the highest level anymore. Defenders are just a little bit too good. You won't be able to rely on them eventually missing. Joreuz just thought Feisal was not going to stay on the ball, but he was wrong about that. Definitely could have flipped to cover that angle. But Feisal surprises him and takes a rare 2-goal lead. It seems like these guys have been keeping it very close, especially the first time Feisal has led, as he is off the back wall trying to pre-flip this in. No, he doesn't get the ball. He does get a boost steal. Joreuz has held on to his 100, though. So he'll need a dunk to finish off this dribble. Doesn't get it. Does recover. Again, a low carry. Something about this replay. It has like artifacts on the dribble. Seems like the ball is glitching around a little bit, but apparently the flicks are going to work for Feisal. And now, another kickoff in his favor. Feels Joreuz underneath the play, trying to just keep the ball up above him. See if he can rush it to net in time. Now a fake challenge, or a fake shot, I would say, because clearly that net was wide open. He could have gone quickly. Instead, slowed it down, and the slow play has been working. A little bit of separation between Joreuz and Feisal now. Joreuz to the skies from the back wall. He get another reset there. He did. He used it only for the dash on the recovery, but credit to Feisal, who had the save and was really quick out of the net. Got a fortunate demo as Joreuz tried to play on the ball, but this bounce is too high to really deal with it, especially with 12 boosts. And now Joreuz is actually the one with boost advantage, so should be able to get a clean setup on this possession. Ran out of boost now. Couldn't get around the ball to tap it on target. So with a minute 20 left to go, Joreuz in a tough spot. He needs a bunch of goals, and this one could even be the ender, especially in a ranked game where people give up. Oh, was that a pogo attempt? It seemed like Feisal decided maybe late to go pogo, but didn't get anywhere close to it. And instead, it's going to be Joreuz pinning it top right. No way is that a save. Feisal, I couldn't see from the other side. We were both in the net, but I don't know how many pixels were in or out. That feels like a game ender. I'm not sure where this game actually did end, but yep, it ended right there. And that shouldn't be too much of a surprise. So Joreuz a win over Yan, I should say Feisal a win over Yan, a win over Joreuz, and now one last game against Rawas. Feisal in the Octane, as we know, but can you believe Rawas in the Octane? He's actually in a BDS decal too. This was in the run-up to the major. Maybe trying to get some of BDS's energy. What a save from Rawas. But, you know, to be honest, how the major ended up going, he did not need energy from BDS. It was more the opposite. The Falcons looking really solid and definitely much better than BDS as Rawas gets the demo and now has a little bit of space ahead of him. Feisal tried to take it away. It's a booming power shot. Feisal the catch. Now a pinch directly into Rawas in the midfield 50. And Rawas will have the follow-up, so first goal for him. A guy who, when he played in show matches before the major, played against a couple different people, I think. I want to say it was Moxie and maybe Nas. Rawas looking really good, like maybe one of the best in the world. I mean, he's always been the best in the world, but I guess I should say like maybe the best in the world when he's on low ping. And if we check the ping here, you see Rawas on 16 and Feisal on 90. That's because he's still playing for Mina. His team did not make it to the major, but Rawas is there when this game was played. So a cool 19 on EU as Rawas. Air dribble resets. We watched it from Feisal's perspective, but he could not react in time. And to 2-1 lead for the Falcon. Another kickoff in his favor as well. Ball to air dribble, but instead, actually wasn't much of an air dribble at all. He chipped it once and decided to go first touch reset. It's solid, but to break it up before anything really happens. 13 boost, and he's wise to not jump off. The only reason to jump off there is if you're fully gonna score. Otherwise, you'd be floating down with absolutely no boost to work with. Instead, he lets the ball fall and goes for a low 50. Much smarter play, considering his boost total. Now he has himself a tie game against the best to do it in ones. Rawas trying to grab a demo. Feisal avoids it. When that ball is headed into the corner, there's not a lot you can do with it. Sometimes it makes sense to just go for the demo, but Feisal's flicks have been there, and he's showing that. Doesn't need to be, you know, too fancy, too advanced here in the ones game. If your flicks are on point, And getting them past a guy like Rawas says a lot. Now he's got the lead. Faisal getting a half flip challenged by Rawas and getting his boost stolen. So 10 boost to work with. He's on the ball. Rawas is just waiting for his moment, and you can see the side flip. He's trying to keep the ball center field, not allow Faisal any opportunity to grab boost. He was hoping maybe if Faisal did go grab boost, he could get a power shot and score, but Faisal did a good job to stick around and now reset Rawas into the back corner, and good bump from Rawas, but it's not going to be enough. After the mistake where he sent the reset high, he was in big trouble, and he almost seemed like he had recovered and made it work, but Faisal was too quick and handled the bump too well. Now power slide into the midfield off the kickoff win. Faisal knew Rawas was going to have the clear, and so never thought about trying to go for the double. That would have been certainly the end of that possession, as Rawas would take it away and run the other way with it. Ooh, that was a tiny little shot, but Rawas made a save there. We don't really get the indicators here in the replays, but I think that was on target. Rawas there to cut it off, though, as Faisal will single jump over the bump and get his back corner. Now, does he want an air dribble? No, a strong first touch to keep it on the ground. I don't think that's going to have a really high chance of beating Rawas. You're going to have to do something in the air. Not that that will help you either, because Rawas is so good. There's a good chance he'll save it, but you definitely don't want to get the ball rolling at speed towards Rawas. That's not the answer. A slower dribble, bounce dribble, a carry, anything else probably works out. But Faisal is still in a good spot. He has a 1-goal lead. A couple minutes left to go. Rawas with 25 boost, wanted to carry, wanted to get to the flick. Faisal did good to take the midfield boost, get back into play, and then even steal that back corner too to force Rawas all the way back. And another attempt at the low 50. This time, though, didn't land as clean. So no follow-up, and it was also far out in the midfield, but a demo, and he's prioritizing the shots. Did he get it there in time? Oh, he did. He actually got it there. It seemed like maybe a bit late. Rawas, though, in his panic, flipped past it. Ended up being a Faisal goal. Wave dash kickoff. Oh, goodness. Rawas, he double missed the boost. He missed it once, tried to reverse and grab it, and then missed it again. Had to go back for a third time. Now he's going to get himself demoed. Faisal, can he get around this for a goal? That's a 6th. And again, once we're in ranked, you know, we're starting to get into the range where a forfeit could happen for a lead like this. But it looks like Rawas is going to try and get 3 goals. As Faisal, another kick-out possession and a rare aerial play from him. But he has had a few, and he goes air dribble bump. But you guys, it's Rawas. So naturally, it's going to be a save. But now he has 9 boosts left over. Can he make something out of it? He doesn't really have the time to play this possession over a long time. He went for the half flip shot and forced Faisal into the net at least a little. Great pre-flip into the corner to make sure he landed ready to make the play right away. But here we go. This moment has to pay off for Rawas as he tried to just go for a backboard double high enough away where Faisal shouldn't even be able to touch it at all. And instead, Faisal still got a play on the ball. And that prevents Rawas from having any chance at a double. And now a chase on a demo missed. I mean, Rawas, he could not finish this game off. And there it is, the forfeit. Credit to Faisal. Defending against one of the better attackers in ones. Definitely one of the best defenders. But 3 wins against 3 great opponents. When I saw that Faisal was winning against Yan, Joriyas, and Rawas, I thought we have to cover this and maybe see if we could get him in some matches the way he's playing. Somebody to look out for. Look for him on the leaderboard, FSOL. Some good matches, and maybe we'll have more in the future.